Today's episode is brought to you by Babbel. Babbel's going to help you learn all them languages. Also today, brought to you by HelloFresh. HelloFresh is going to get you that good food delivered right to your home. Let's jump into this podcast.
Hello, everybody. It's time for Jesse and Crendor.
Jesse and Crendor in the morning.
In the morning. Broadcasting live. Before our recording studio. Recording. Wake your ass up. It's up. Crendor in the morning.
Hello, everybody. What an exciting episode of Jesse and Crendor in the morning.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another exciting episode of Cox and Crendor in the morning.
You should just do that. Why am I doing this? You did it. It sounded like a normal person. You said everything and pronounced it correctly.
Yeah.
Me, it's a flow of gibberish.
Yeah, but this guy in the episode
That's how I think I sound, so I feel like we're on the same page.
I do go a little bit more like my old self for that. Like, hello, everyone, and welcome to Cox and Crendor in the morning.
Cox and Crendor. Yeah.
What's up? Welcome.
Hey, thank you. Yeah, this is a very late recording for us.
This is.
Oh,
Yeah.
boy, yeah. We are probably both a little buzzed. I'm not going to lie.
I am definitely a little buzzed. I'm like I'm like 3/4 of this zombie dust IPA in, and then I got my beerathon beer.
Which, by the way, Google Beerathon beer. I'm not sure what company makes it. Google it.
Off Color
So
Brewing.
cute.
Off Color
So
Brewing.
cute.
Yeah, they have a bunch of fantastic art. I was showing you right before this happened, but
Yeah, I love it. The branding is on point.
yeah, Off Color Brewing. It's fantastic. And they're beerathon beer. So the IPA I'm drinking, it's just, 3 beer. It's one 16-ounce beer. So that's like a 6.4% or something, right? So you get a little above. But the
Right,
beerathon.
that sets you right.
Yeah. And then the beerathon beer is a 16-ounce, 2.6%. So it's like, it's pretty low, but it keeps the buzz going, right? And it's extra fancy light beer with watermelon and salt. It's got my electrolytes.
What's the flavor profile on watermelon salt beer?
It's a little weird, but you get used to
I was
it.
about to say that's either going to be delicious or terrifying.
You get used to it. Like at first, you're kind of like, and then you're like, and then it might also be the alcohol, just making you like it more. But I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
Like I mainly like beer and wine. I don't like hard alcohol really. It's I like my stand. Like I want to drink a lot of something. Like to me, when you have like hard alcohol, you get like a little bit and you're like sipping on it or whatever. I don't like that. I prefer like a giant glass of just like beer, or you get your wine and then that's it.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, I'm not like a big, well, that's a lie. I want to say I'm not a big drinker, but I'm not a big casual drinker.
Right.
You put me at an event like the last weekend, this last 3 days, I'm drinking. But
Yeah.
any other time, I'm not at home drinking. I have a lot of, people keep gifting me liquor, so I have a cabinet filled with it. I don't drink it. It just sits there. And the thought process is that eventually someone will come over and drink it for me, or I'll have a party and people will drink it, but it just sits there. Which I guess might be good because maybe it means it ages or something. I don't know, dude. But I have a lot of booze. I also have a lot of tequila for some reason. And I guess it's because I keep saying I love tequila, which I do. But I'm not going to sit there and drink it just on my own. Right?
Yeah.
So
I
don't
do
know.
remember though, was it PAX South? We had the Overwatch tequila thing.
Oh my God.
That was like back when did Overwatch launch? It was like 2015, 2016.
Yeah, that was a while ago.
And I remember they're like, we're going to give you guys some fancy tequila. It was like probably like $70 to like $150 tequilas or something. And they're like giving us shots. And then the other table wasn't drinking theirs because they're like, we're esports players and we can't drink or we don't. And we were like, yo, bring them over here.
That's because they were like, we bought out the bar tonight and we already spent the money. So someone has to drink this. And we were like, we'll do it for you.
Like, listen, if you're putting like $120 tequila shots in front of me, I'm going to drink it. That shit's like for $120. My God,
I'll never be able to. This is like I went to. It might have been a PAX or it might have been MagFest or something, and like random dude at the bar was like, "Hey man, can I get you a drink?" And I was like, "Hell yeah!" He's like, "I'm gonna buy you a shot of whiskey." I was like, "All right, not a real big whiskey guy," and he's like, "No, you're gonna love this." It was some type of very famous, I don't know what kind of whiskey it was, but something where it was almost $200. I don't know, what would you call it? Snifters? Whatever the hell you would
have
call
no idea.
Not a shot of whiskey, but like, a little glass.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't deserve this. I'd never order this, but you're damn right I'm going to drink it.
That's the thing with whiskeys. Like, the only time I've ever had whiskey is when someone else buys it. And they're like, yo, you got to try it. I think at CoxCon, there's some
Probably
jolly old English person. And they were like, Cox and Crendor and everyone they bought like $200 whiskey or something. And then I was like, well, I got to try it. And I remember that it tasted like pure barrel. And you know what? I love it because I love barrel tasting stuff. And
you and your tannins and barrels.
Tannins and barrels. That's what I'm all about. So
that should be your autobiography. Tannins and barrels.
So that was that time. Then we had this, one of our friends was visiting and he was like really into whiskey. He's like, I'll show you guys some good whiskey. And he bought us like, it was like an $80 like Japanese peat moss whiskey. Like just crazy shit. And I was like, dude, it tastes like peat moss.
I kind of love alcohol that tastes like something weird.
Yeah.
Or is weird. Mm-hmm. The more weird alcohol and boozy stuff you can get me, the better. Maybe that's because deep down, I'm like one of those mead guys who's like, it's made of honey. And it's like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Where if you tell me that, like when I was in London, like 3 months ago or whatever it was, we went to this pub and they had that bison grass vodka that's from Poland.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, yo, this is great. Do you have any apple juice? And they were like, I think we do. And I was like, well, you mix the bison grass vodka with the apple juice. And everyone there was like, what? Except for one Polish lady who was like, are you from Poland? And I was like, no, I've been there and it's like the way to drink it. And everyone there was like, what do you mean? It's like, trust me, order it yourself. It tastes like apple pie. And that's the messed up thing is it tastes like apple pie and will kill you. It will get you so drunk.
I don't do those.
Oh, it's dangerous, and I love it.
Yeah, no, I don't like those. If they don't taste like alcohol, I don't like that.
Yeah, no, I need. The problem that I have is I want my alcohol to taste. I don't know, not like rubbing alcohol. Like I'm not a big vodka person.
Right.
Even though I found out recently my mom is. My mom was like, I love vodka just straight. And I was like, what? She was like, yeah, if you add anything to it, it ruins the flavor. And I was like, I did not know this about you.
Damn. Yeah, I didn't. I wouldn't take her for that.
Right? That blew my mind. And because I always think back to the story of that time Dodger and I went out with my mom and we were at this restaurant and we all ordered drinks. And Dodger and I ordered these two, like, whatever drinks.
Yeah.
Mom was like, vodka, ice. We were like, whoa, what?
Vodka on the rocks.
I thought it was just like a funny one-time thing. That's her vibe, I guess, which you learn something new all the time.
Yeah, wow. That's like my dad, except Jack Daniels on the rocks. My parents only order like Jack Daniels on the rocks. And that's like their go-to thing. Like constantly. My dad's like, I'm not an alcoholic. I just have like 1-2 Jacks. 1, 2, 3 beer.
3, 4 beer.
2, 3 Jacks. I'm just like, listen, I'm not judging you. All right. I'm
trying to remember what my dad, I think my dad will have maybe like a Corona. One single Corona. And then he'll say he doesn't drink and then he'll ask for sips of my drinks.
Oh, he's that guy.
Yeah, he'll be like, I have one Corona. He'll drink that and be like, that's enough for me. Just water. And he'll drink his water and then he'll be like, hey, can I have a sip of that? Like, yeah, all right, okay. And then every time, without fail, this is not even a joke. It happens every time. I'll tell him, Dad, this is, a sangria or a Moscow Mule or some sort of like smashed, I don't know, mint thing or some weird drink. And I'm like, you're not going to like it. And he'll take a sip. He's like, you're right, I don't like that. Every single time without fail. I don't know what that man likes. To this day, I don't know what he likes.
Yeah, it's weird how different. I don't know. I guess it's not different. Everybody has different tastes and everything. But your dad's essentially the guy where like somebody orders like fast food and they get fries. They're like, you want anything? They're like, nah, I don't want any. And then you're eating, you're like, can I have some of your fries?
Oh no, my dad's worse than that. He is, for years of my life growing up, we would, as a family, we'd either like go get something not healthy, like just food, all right? But my dad would eat it and then be like, well, I ate it so you guys wouldn't. Because I don't want you to eat too much of that or get sick or whatever. So I ate it for you. Or if we had cookies in the cupboard, he'd eat the cookies and then be like, yeah, well, I know you guys are watching your weight, so I want to make sure that you didn't eat them. That's what he would do.
Just finding the excuses to do the thing.
To just eat it. Yeah. We'd catch him in the kitchen at night. He's like, I was just making sure they wouldn't be here tomorrow so you guys would eat them. I'm like, what are you doing, dude? And he will proudly be like, oh, look, I was looking out for you. We're like, shut up.
I'm trying to think. Oh my God. Every time we have a family outing, there's always my parents will just bring the various alcohols. They have the Jack Daniels for themselves. Then they're like, we know you like wine, so we bought you this red wine. And I'm like, all right. And usually, you know what? They've gotten better. At first, I was like, listen, I'm a wine douche, all right? If there's one thing...
I'm aware.
I've had many wines. One of the things TB always used to love was hearing me read off wines. But now, I think if TB heard me today, he'd be impressed. I've learned quite a bit about the wine.
Everyone has to start somewhere. I've always said that about you, is even though you once pronounced it Cabinet Sovereign, everyone starts somewhere.
Yeah.
And I very much believe that was your entrance into the world. And now you are a master of wine. I go to you for tips.
I've had a lot of wine. All right. Here's the thing. It's if I could only drink really bad, cheap wine, I don't think I'd drink wine anymore. I live for the wine experience. If you're going for the wine with the kangaroo on it, that shit's just grape juice with alcohol. And listen, I'm not judging you, all right? If you just want to get drunk off grape juice with alcohol in it, go for it. But I don't.
You mean sangria?
No, the kangaroo wine. You know?
I know what you mean, but it's roughly the same thing. Sangria is 40-year-old mom vibes, which by the way is where I'm at. I'm not gonna lie.
And that's fine. Again, I'm not judging. It's my thing is you can usually tell. Okay, let me give you the wine spectrum. Okay, you got $0 to $10 is the Wild West. You could get grape juice with alcohol. You might find a diamond in the rough. It's crazy. Once you get to the $11 to $20 range, you can find some pretty solid wines. But you get okay wines mixed in there too. Once you get 20 to 40 is my favorite. That's you can get some pretty good wines, get different flavor profile stuff. Once you get above $40, unless you're a sommelier or whatever, it just starts tasting the same. Except there's a couple wines where I've had the Stag's Leap, which I mentioned one time here. I think I drank it on stream because it was something special happened and I bought it. I don't normally buy
probably during a Nic Cage movie, if
it had to be something that's a $65 wine.
Nah, Nic Cage is a $65 wine.
That's true, maybe. That's probably my favorite wine. The Stag's Leap Cabernet. Fantastic. Unbelievable.
I can't wait for people to tell us, went out and bought it. Crendor has no taste in wines.
I would argue with them. Put me on the podium.
All right.
I've had some, but that's you have your special occasion wine or the Prisoner Red, another great one. But usually $20 you'll get a pretty solid wine. But that's why I only have
there's no reason to go, if you go to the grocery store, if you go to your booze store, where I don't know, half the country doesn't have alcohol in grocery stores. But whatever the case may be, you're gonna see wines that are $100. Don't buy that shit. Don't fall for that. It's mostly gimmick.
Yeah. It's even somebody like me that drinks a lot of wine, once you hit that point, you're just unless it's a crazy wine, you can't really taste that big.
You can get a solid bottle for $20 any
100%.
day of the week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's so yeah, there's a few that I really like, but overall, I don't know. I like trying crazy wine. It's the time I went to the fancy wine place near me. In fact, I should take you there for the.
Is it the same place we were before where we got the flights?
That was a different one. That was
Okay.
fun. This is like you'll love this place. It's like in a forest. It's like in a small town forest area. You'll be like, oh shit, it's great. And it's like, it's a fancy, they give you like charcuterie.
Ooh, okay, I'm in now.
Yeah. And,
You sold me.
the last time we were there, they were like, we've had this like crazy wine that's like grown in volcano soil. And I remember drinking it. I was like, dude, it actually does taste like volcano. It was wild.
I need to get you to come to LA so I can get Alex to take you to go drink orange wine.
Orange wine.
Orange, like oranges, orange wine.
Mm.
It will trip you out. It's delicious, but it's one of those things where you're like, why, how, who, what was the reason? What are we doing? Oh, yeah. That man is a trip when it comes to weird wines.
Oh, man. That's what I'm all about. I love
That's
the
what
experience.
I'm saying. Yeah.
The best part was at this wine place, they had a thing going, and they were like, if you guess this wine, we'll give it to you for free. But if not, you got to pay for it. And I was like, all right, let's go. And they brought it out. And then they're like, all right, it's a wine on the menu. Let us know what type it is. And I was looking and I was like, if I had to guess, I'd say it's a Napa Valley Cabernet. But I was like, they wouldn't do that. Like, they wouldn't just give me that. It's got to be some crazy one. And I guessed some crazy one. And they were like, it's a Napa Valley Cabernet. And I was like, I played myself. I could have got the free wine. But I
Second
overthought
guessed.
it.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I only buy like a bottle of wine like once a week because, you know, it's expensive. But otherwise, I just have my
Also,
beer.
you're not going to sit there and hopefully not drink the whole bottle in an evening. You know what I mean?
No, we usually, me and Toaster Woman will like split it. So we have like half a bottle each once a week.
Yeah.
You pour it in. We have the decanter.
Ooh.
So you pour it in there. It aerates. Fantastic. You gotta let it breathe a bit. Oxidize. Open up. You know?
I'm a big fan of like decanters and various things, especially the one that's like look cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, yeah.
I'm all
some
about
look
the
really
style.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, otherwise, I just like my beer. You know, I'm not going like crazy with beer, but you know, a beer is like your standard. You get a lot of the beverage, right? You fill up a whole glass and you just, you know, you drink that and you're good.
See, I'm like you with wines, but with beer. So for me, like normal everyday beer doesn't cut it for me, right? I need
Right.
the weird beers. I need
I
the
agree.
beer that's made from cherries for some damn reason. Or I need the beer that is like today, a great example. So I went to this Final Fantasy event, saw our dear pal Kristen there. We hung out for a while.
Yeah.
And they had, you know, drink tickets and things. So I had a bunch of tickets. People kept giving me tickets, and I was like, well, I didn't drive. I took the old lift, so I'm good. And went and went up to the guy and was like, all right, what do you got? What do you got, man? And he was showing me all these different drinks. And then he had this one beer that was, I don't know. It was Nanjara? Then whatever it was orange. It was orange flavor, but with mangoes in it and stuff. And to say it was a beer would be a lie. It was like a smoothie. I don't know what this thing was, dude. It was wild. And I loved it. I might have had a bit too much. And also, because I was doing a bunch of stuff, not had a chance to eat. So
Oh boy, that's not good.
I was flying. It wasn't until the very end that I found a chicken sandwich. And literally just moments before the stream ate it. And so it was, you know, it was a treat. But yeah, I zoomed in on that. Or I was like, I don't know what this is. I don't know why I would drink it, but it isn't, you know, like a Budweiser or even a Modelo. Like, I love Modelo, but, you know, I want something crazy. Like, mess me up. I can get any of that at the store at any point in time. If I'm somewhere, if I'm out, and I'm at a restaurant or something, and there's a list of beers, I want the beer that's crazy. Like, there was this place, I think it closed down during COVID. There's this one place where they had all these beers, but one of them was a barrel-aged beer, which to me makes no sense. I was like, how does that even work? But okay, delicious,
like a barrel-aged
amazing.
stout?
It wasn't a stout, though.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, which is, I don't remember what it was, but again, I couldn't even look because that place closed down. But that was great. Like, I'll do that. But the problem is I operate with a sort of duality where I'll go out and I know I'm going to get a second drink. So I'll just order 2 up front. And it's always going to be a beer and then what might be the most girly drink on the menu.
Yeah.
It'll be like the darkest, most alcoholic beer and then some pink drink. And I'm like, yeah, I'm feeling good. And I don't know why. It's just how I operate.
I mean, I get it. It's you just want the fun taste, right? You want it to taste like candy or something.
Yeah. I like the little sweetness of the one drink mixed with what is obviously the hard, messed up levels of alcohol, the like 9% of the other one. I'm like, yeah, let's go.
My thing is like, I love IPAs now. It's weird because like you acquire the taste, like you really do. It's kind of like coffee.
It's just like wine or coffee or whatever. Yeah.
And it's I remember I tried this IPA years ago. It was called Three Floyds, which I love Three Floyds. Great brewing. It's from Indiana. They had Three Floyds Alpha King. It's got a troll on it. All right.
That all checks out. Yeah.
And I tried it and I was like, like it tasted like it was bad to me. You know what I mean? Like a beer went sour or bad. And then I tried it. That was like years ago. So I was like, you know what? I've had a lot of IPAs since then. I'm going to try it again. And I tried it again. And I was like, it's pretty good. Like it was night and day. Like it was really weird how your body almost like adapts to the taste or gets used to it. Meanwhile,
yeah.
If I have like Bud Light or something, I can drink it, but like I don't enjoy it.
What sucks about Bud Light or any of the light beers is that it's basically water, but skunk water. And so you're kind of like, if I want to drink water, I just drink water. Like this, it'll get me drunk, but I don't like the taste of this, of what I'm drinking, but I guess it'll get the job done. Meanwhile, I could get a beer that is a bit more hoppy and be like, oh, okay, this is a taste. I'm experiencing things here.
That's my thing. Is I like the taste of different beers and stuff. Like if I'm gonna, like I don't want to just get drunk. Like I enjoy the experience of it. And so, yeah.
No, I would say I think like at a certain point you grow out of time to get wasted. You know what I mean? You're over it. And a lot of the beers, especially here in the States, exist to be like drunken quickly and just get you wasted, or to have sort of a hot summer day vibe, in which case, if I'm going to do a hot summer day, I'm just going to get like Tecate or something, like some sort of Mexican beer that, for some reason, those always hit the spot on a hot summer day. Yeah. But I'm not going to get like Milwaukee's Best. I'm not 21. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like sometimes I'll go with like one of my friends and they'll just be like, oh yeah, I got to get like Miller Lite, or like they get the PBR. And I'm just like, that's not for me. It just tastes like Bud Light, for example. It literally tastes like gumball water. It tastes like someone took 80 gumballs, soaked them in water for a week, and then put some alcohol in it. I'm like, oh.
Yeah. But again, it comes down to what your objective is, right? If I wanted to get drunk quick and not feel like I ate a loaf of bread, I'd probably drink a bunch of Bud Light. But the point is I'm there to have one drink, maybe two, and be like, wow, what a unique flavor. Like, oh, this goes well with my hamburger. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like that's it. And I'm going to go home and like live the rest of my life because, I don't know if it's just aging or I just ignored it before when I was younger. But if I have too many drinks, I don't get like, wow, I'm crazy. I get tired.
Yeah. I've always been like that, but I've always been old. So it kind of checks out.
That's true. That is true. Yeah.
Oh my God. I forgot this. I just had flashback memories. I was at the store the other day buying my wine for the weekend, and a beer for the day. And this old, because I wasn't going to drink the wine yet. I was like saving
it. I mean, like, yeah, that'd be stupid.
So I was like, I just want I want my tall boy, my pint for the night. I'm good with that. I just like getting my buzz. And so this old man behind me, definite alcoholic. Like the dude was blasted. It was like 7 p.m. He was slur. I was like walking up. There's like a line and he's like, you can go in front of me. And I was like, all right, thanks. And I walk in front. And then He's like, yeah. And then another person comes. He's like, you can go in front of me. And they're like, no, it's fine. You can go. And he's like, no, I got a big order coming in. And we were like, all right. They're like, okay. So then I get up to check out, and the person behind me checks out, and this guy's standing behind us. And I was like, yeah, I'm buying that and that. And then the other person's like, oh, hey, I want to use my rewards points. And he goes, rewards points? We'll bring out the bell. Ding, 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 ding. And he said ding, I swear to God, like 20 times. And everybody just looked over like, what the fuck is this guy like? He was loving it. Like, he was in his own world. I don't know how much he had to drink, but he was. So anyway, he gets up to the counter, right? And he's like, all right, where's Rick at? And he's like, oh, we'll get Rick. And he's like, yeah, he knows what I want. And then Rick comes over. And he's like, oh, hey. And he's like, Rick, I'm going to need a case of this stuff. And he's like, do you want bottles or cans? He's like, bottles. I don't drink that can shit. And by that point, I checked out and I left.
I'm sure this gives away too much of the game for me to everyone listening, but that dude is the same reason why I go to parties late, because I really enjoy being around very, very drunk people who don't realize how absolutely wasted they are, and I am sober, and so they think I'm just as drunk as them, and I just get to bask in how absolutely crazy they are, and frankly, I love it.
He's also one of those guys where, like, he's probably funny to be around for a little bit or like at a party or something, but I would not want to live with that person.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like, yeah, that guy's probably a mess to live with.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
But, oh, yeah, at a party, I would love to hang out with that dude. Yeah. I bet he's wild.
I remember it was one of my friend's barbecues last year. There's some guy, he's like 50, and he was drinking his, I don't know, I think they had Coors Light or something. And then someone's like, how many Coors Lights you had? You're getting a little crazy. And he's like, I'm not going to lie. I've had 4 Coors Lights, but I took an edible and it's fucking hitting. So that was fun.
Yeah, there's your problem, my man. Don't do that.
Yeah. So really the moral of the story here is, if you're going to drink, just, get something you like.
Drink responsibly.
Yeah, drink
yeah.
Oh, and have good tasting alcohol, because the cheap alcohol is trash.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna lie. Like, when my parents will buy like the garbage, this is why I say I'm a wine douche. Like, I'll buy it, they'll be like, oh, we got Spumante or whatever the shit that one. And I swear to God, I drank it and I spit it out. Like, I don't like it. And I get that I'm like douchey about it, but like, I drink it and I'm just like, ugh. I would rather drink water at that point. Like, I'm not even kidding.
I love this part of your life. I love that you have become wine douche, and I love that you're like, I'd rather drink water than imbibe that foul beverage.
And then I put my monocle on and I walk out.
Yes, you and the other people at the lodge laugh, twirl your mustaches, and put on your like explorer's hats. And they're like, time to go, old chap. Let's
get my croquet mallets.
You ride off on ostriches.
Oh my God, ostrich croquet.
Come on now, that sounds great.
Living the dream. By the way, before we move on from alcohol, I want to say we were at a Mexican restaurant and it was great. Love this place. All right. And the waiter legit forgot about us. Okay. Now, one time we were forgot about at a Mexican restaurant, and the woman brought our food out, the fajitas, and they were like cold. They weren't cold. They were like mild. Like, you know how normally they bring it out and it's all sizzling and smoking and it's like, psh.
Yeah.
She was like, oh, sometimes they just come out like this. And I was like,
yeah,
no, they don't. Like, I would have rather she just came out and been like, hey, sorry, I forgot to get it. I'd be like, oh, hey, it's all right, dude.
Yeah, like, we'll re-sizzle that shit for you. Yeah. No, come on.
But she was like, oh, yeah, sorry. And we were just like, okay. But this guy was fantastic. So he forgot about us. He was working the tables. He had a big table. I get it, right? He's got a big tip coming in. but he realized he forgot about us and he came back because we wanted like another margarita. And we were like, all right, we'll wait. And then we were like, all right, do we even get another margarita at this point? We're ready to go. And he was like, oh boy. And he came back and he gave us free tequila shots.
Yo.
And he was like, yo, these are on me. And we were like, nice. I tipped him 30%. I was like, listen, that dude deserves it.
I see your story and I raise you. When we were in London, we all went out to eat at this, it was like a whatever restaurant. We decided to go see John Wick that night because it had just come out. We were like, we got to go see John Wick, dude. And so we all went to go eat at this restaurant that was near the theater. And at the beginning of the night, we had this waitress. She came over, took our order. Everything was fine. The food doesn't come out. We're waiting. Finally, some dude brings us our food. We're like, we're still waiting on our drinks. And he's like, oh, damn. Okay, yeah, I'll go get those for you. He brings the drinks. And now we have this waiter. And I was like, what happened to our waitress? Where'd she go? Maybe 25 minutes into actually eating and sitting there and talking, across the street through the window of this restaurant, I see our waitress come out of a 7-Eleven with like a bag of snacks and stuff. And I was like, wait, what just happened? She just left us. She took our order, then left us.
Did she come back?
No, we never saw her again. I don't know what happened. I don't know if she got off. I don't know why they would have had her come take an order. I don't know what was going on, but she was across the street with a bag of snacks, eating like some sort of candy bar, walking out.
Oh my
Couldn't
God.
believe it. I was like, wait, what just happened here? And then, she never returned. She never came back. I don't know if she quit. I don't know what happened.
Man, imagine if she quit on the job. Like, that table was the last straw. They just couldn't handle it.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. I think everyone was ordering burgers, except Alex ordered some weird lamb dish.
That sounds like Alex, yeah.
Of course. And she had to come back and say, we're out of the lamb. Do you want something else? And Alex was like, oh, I don't know. Let me look at the menu. And then she like left. She just, I don't know what happened.
Oh my God, that actually reminds. Okay, our waitress didn't leave, but last week I was golfing with my friend, and then afterwards, we went to a restaurant. We were eating, and our waitress was like, "Oh, I'm getting off my shift," and we were like, "Oh, okay," but it was like completely normal. Like that's what reminded me of this story, right?
Sure,
but we look up at the TV because they got sports on, and they had professional pickleball. They had professional pickleball
shit.
But here's the thing, okay? It was like the championships. And they had some guy who, I swear to God, he takes pickleball more seriously than anybody I've ever seen in my life. He had like the sleeves on. Like, you know how like in sports they were sleeves?
The compression sleeves? Yeah.
He had compression sleeves on both arms and on both legs. And I was like, this dude's pumping blood harder than like anyone I've ever seen.
Dude, it's the finals, okay? He's got to be fit and ready.
They show the actual match. It was just like normal pickleball. Like you could have, it felt like I was just watching people like at the park. Like nothing felt crazy about it. I was like, okay, whatever.
I love the mental image of like a guy stretching and like jogging around a track and like doing exercises and like swinging and trying to like get ready. And then he goes out into the actual match and it's just really slow. It's just like a normal
just playing ping pong. He wasn't even walking anywhere. He was just standing still. I didn't get it.
Oh man. I love that pickleball is now in the like ethos of this show. Forever I'll be like, pickleball, yeah.
Pickleball. When it resurfaces again in like 20 years after people forget about it in like 2 years.
Yeah, we'll be the guys who are like, we remember.
So I have 3 things I wrote down. All right.
Okay.
First one is kind of related to what we were talking about. It's animal branding. All right. So like off-color brewing, it's got
hold on. You
Okay.
mean branding things with animals, not the act of branding an animal.
Yeah, not like how they brand a cow with a hot.
Right. Okay. All right.
Thing,
Okay.
right?
Just want to make sure.
This
So I was like, wait a minute. What?
Because, like, obviously the off-color brewing thing, right? It's got, like, animals out. There's a mouse running. There's, like, a little porcupine holding a glass of wine. Like, hooray! And I
Very
swear
cute.
to God,
Yes.
if it didn't have this branding, I probably wouldn't have bought it.
I wouldn't like it nearly as much as I do because, like, the little mouse is so cute. All the different animals, very cute. And it's wrapped around on the can. It looks very, oh, yeah.
Yeah. And so I noticed that with other things. Like, there was a hot chocolate in the store, and one of them had a bear with a candy cane, and the other one was just like hot chocolate. And I was like, well, obviously I'm going to buy the bear with the candy cane, right? And so I just started noticing that, and I even made a TikTok about it on the old TikTok. And then I was like, why wouldn't I feel like everybody should just start marketing with animals? It just makes the most sense.
Yeah, but I don't know. Not all animals are cute.
That's true.
You know what I mean? Like, there's
guess
some
if everyone
animals that
did
you
it,
marketed with it, I'd be like, nah, I'm not gonna buy that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's true. But, and plus, if everybody did it, it would lose some of its,
It would. You're right.
Yeah.
If everyone, but I think also because, for example, the beer you're talking about, it's the art style. I don't know what it is, but to me, it says 1990s French author, children's book.
Yeah.
Like, it'd be like Madeline and the little tiny mouse. It has that vibe.
It really does have that vibe, yeah. It's its own thing. So I get it. It's like the same with the teas. That's what I made the TikTok about, the teas, right? You commented on it. I saw it. What are they called? It's a really common, it's like celestial tea.
I know what
tea.
you're talking about, though. Yeah, hell if I remember.
Hold on, common tea. It's hold on. It's got to pop up if I type in common tea, right? Common tea brands. Hold on, common tea brands. Here we go. It's no, not Lipton, not Tazo. Okay, come on. It's got it. Oh wait, there it is. It is Celestial. Celestial tea. They got like the bear and a nightcap.
Yes, yeah. The one, all the teas that are designed to make you fall asleep. Yes.
Yeah, they got those. They got other ones. They got one where like peppermints are rolling down a river. They got some crazy shit, dude. I don't understand how those peppermints aren't melting in that river. Like they got some magic or something. But yeah, those animal branding. Anyway,
okay, yeah.
Moving on. We're moving on to number 2. All right. So speaking of TikTok, I was browsing TikTok on my algorithm, which I love. I've shaped my algorithm into an unbelievable algorithm. And I got this guy that reviews frozen pizza, and he sounds like Kevin from The Office.
Oh no!
Like it's crazy. Okay. And so I was listening to him, and he was like, "Today I will be reviewing the frozen pizza from Red Baron, the frozen pizza from the Sicilian Pizza Company, or whatever the shit they're called, and then the frozen pizza from someone else." And then he reviews them all, and he gave them like an 8.5, an 8, and a 7.5. And so this man reviewing pizza on TikTok inspired me to go buy a mini frozen pizza and try it. And it's it was the Screamin' Sicilian. But the way he says it, he's like, it's the Screamin' Sicilian.
Is that the one that has the big mouth on it?
Yes. With the mustache.
Yes, I know exactly. I've had that before. It's like all right.
I never had it. I was excited. I tried it, and it tastes very okay. It tastes like
fine.
your standard cafeteria pizza.
Here's the thing. You are bringing this up, and I, for some reason, know this person. I don't know why. I don't know how. But I watched a review, and it might be the exact same person, and it was for a Rao's, RAO''S, pizza. And the review was like, it's the best pizza that you can get for home, because it looks exactly like it looks on the box. And I took a screenshot of it because I was like, I need to remember this. I want to try it. And apparently it's only available at like certain places. and all of them are the more high end, like the more high end stores. Where I'm like, all right, if I go there, I'll get it. But I took a screenshot. It's literally on my phone, and I just brought it up. I'm looking at it right now. And here's the thing: it looks exactly like the box.
Here's the thing: I just looked it up. It says it's at Target.
Well, there you go. Maybe I'm wrong. At least here in LA, it is not anywhere that I can find.
That's just like $13, though. My God.
Well, there you go. See,
$13 for a mini pizza. I mean, I'd try it.
Yeah,
but
here's the problem: is that if you're gonna get a pizza for $13, just go to like your local hole in the wall pizza place.
Yeah.
And just get that, like a freshly made pizza that a guy made, and his name was like Gazpacho, and he made you a pizza, and it's gonna be better than anything you get in the microwave or in the oven. That's for sure.
Yeah, I don't know. This is more like, but now I want to try this. I might just try this for the sake of it at this point, and then review it next week or come back with a report if I remember. But I'll remember if I write it down. If I don't write it down, it may as well have never happened.
I mean, that's why I took a photo of it. That's my write it down. I will take a photo of it.
What I do is I usually open it in a tab and then I leave that tab there, and that reminds me. You know what I mean?
I can't do that. I have to, because if I leave it open, I'll just forget.
What do you mean?
I suck. I'm terrible. I have problems. Seriously undiagnosed ADD.
But how many tabs do you have open? I feel like I asked you this before.
I have no tabs. I close my shit down all the time.
What?
Yeah.
I have 3 different browser windows open with multiple tabs in each.
That's too much, bro. That's so much.
Well, like, okay, I have my streamer tab, which has all my Twitch stuff. It's got my like YouTube things open, my Patreon, my other stuff, my Moobot. And it's got a couple other things. Then I have my other tab that has music and stuff for when I'm streaming. It's got my Kaizo Ironmon maps, and then my Magic the Gathering draft sim rankings, as well as Lilith Diablo statues. Not like actual real life ones, like ones you find in the game.
Sure.
And then my other one just has like a bunch of random YouTube shit or like Twitch things or like Reddit pictures and stuff, like the Slan Mage Priest that I thought looked cool and I wanted to copy it a bit for when I'm painting. So I have like different sections, right? Or categories.
I can't, man. I can't say I'm similar. Like I have, let me see if I can open this up. I have so many saved links. Like I have a lot of saved links.
Right.
But I save them so I don't have to keep anything open. So I'm similar to you, but I don't like the clutter, which I guess goes to my real life as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it. That makes sense. Yeah,
so
like bookmarks.
or on my phone, most of the photos on my phone are of things like I was in the car and a song came on. I was like, I need to remember that song. So I took a photo of the car, the song that was playing at the time. So I can go home and be like, oh yeah, that song I was listening to.
But you're going to forget it anyway.
No, I took a photo.
But you said you forgot about the pizza.
No, I took a photo of the pizza, so I remember the pizza.
But you forgot about it until now.
Well, like that's not the point, though.
But it is the point because you forgot about it.
Because you maybe remember. But you maybe remember. So then I went to my phone. I was like, oh, I have it on there.
Well, yeah, but
well, then I had it, so like I'm good. You helped me remember that I had it, so now I have it, and now I remember again. Will I remember tomorrow? Probably not, but that's not the point.
All right. I mean, I get it, and I don't get it at the same time.
All right.
So yeah. So that was that. That was TikTok Pizza Man. And finally, there was I wrote down the Nic Cage thing because Nic Cage showed up at the whatever E3. It's not E3, but it may
Summer
as well
Game
be.
Fest. Yeah.
Right. Summer Game Fest. And I realized that I would love Nic Cage just voicing everything.
100% agreed. I also love that he seems so into it. And even though I'm sure someone's going to tell me like, dude, that was all scripted, he made it seem like it wasn't.
Yeah. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, he really truly made me be like, man, if I had $1 million, I'd find a way to give it to him and be like, be in something of mine.
I wanted to see what movies he was working on, but it looks like the only 2023 Nic Cage movie is the Dracula one.
Yeah, everything else is...
Wait, hold on. There's another one. Nic Cage as a cowboy.
Time out. What?
It's called The Old Way. An old gunslinger.
The Old Way.
This actually looks amazing. An old gunslinger and his daughter must face the consequences of his past when the son of a man he murdered years ago arrives to take his revenge.
I love that. I think that's amazing. I'm more blown away that I think I spoiled myself for I went on here to see his upcoming movie roles, and it says The Flash, Superman.
What?
I don't know if I ruined that entire movie for me, but it says The Flash, Superman, uncredited. I don't know if that's a lie or if I actually have a reason to go see the Flash movie now.
That's 100% a reason, though.
That would be so great, yeah. And then he's in a movie called Sympathy for the Devil, where his name is Passenger.
Wait, his name is Passenger? Or
his name is The Passenger, and I don't know what this movie is. Oh, hold on. After being forced to drive a mysterious passenger at gunpoint, a man finds himself in a high-stakes game of cat and mouse where it becomes clear that not everything is as it seems.
Huh.
All right, sure. So is he going to be like the devil? Is that what this is? What is the vibe here?
He's got to be.
Right. Oh, then he's in The Retirement Plan.
The Retirement Plan?
In The Retirement Plan, when Ashley and her young daughter Sarah get caught in a criminal enterprise that puts both their lives at risk, she turns to the only person who can help, her estranged father, Matt, Nicolas Cage, currently living the life of a retired beach bum in the Cayman Islands. Hell yes.
Did you see he's also in Butcher's Crossing?
What is
this
that?
This released last year. A frontier epic about an Ivy League dropout as he travels to the Colorado wilderness where he joins a team of buffalo hunters on a journey that puts his life and sanity at risk, based on the highly acclaimed novel by John Williams.
I assume not like musician guy John Williams.
Yeah, I don't think so. But hold on. Look at this picture of him. Look at this. This is him as a buffalo hunter.
Whoa! Bald Nic Cage is not a look I ever thought I'd see.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I'm more interested in the fact that there's a movie called Dream Scenario. And it says, and I quote, plot kept under wraps. Comedy horror movie. The cast is Nicolas Cage, Michael Cera for some reason.
What?
Tim Meadows from like 90s Saturday Night Live. Horror comedy Dream Scenario. That's okay. All right.
Oh wait, yeah, it shows what the Surfer. Wait, he's got the Surfer, Lords of War, and Long Legs. So the Surfer is when a man returns to his beachside hometown in Australia. He is humiliated in front of his teenage son by a local gang of surfers who claim strict ownership over the secluded beach of his childhood. That's a Nic Cage movie, 100%.
Yo, I'm here for it.
We have Lords of War. Inz Orlov, the world's most famous arms dealer, discovers that he has a son, Anton, who is trying to outdo his father by raising an army of mercenaries to fight in America's Middle Eastern conflicts, triggering a father-son rivalry. Again, another Cage classic.
Wasn't Lord of War an actual movie about apparently a real so they made a sequel?
I never heard of it. Long Legs. FBI agent Lee Harker is assigned to an unsolved serial killer case that takes unexpected turns, revealing evidence of the occult. Harker discovers a personal connection to the killer and must stop him before he strikes again. And then finally, Finally, we have Arcadian, a survival action thriller about a father and his twin sons trying to survive ferocious creatures that attack their remote farmhouse. Now that's a movie. You know that's going to be some crazy shit.
Yeah, 100%. I am blown away by just the Nic Cage movies coming soon. Every time we look at these, they're always the best.
100%, yeah. Like these just, like that movie sounds phenomenal. Just, can you imagine Nic Cage in a farmhouse? He's like, we're farming corn. We like to farm corn here. And then he's with his
can
sons.
now.
And they like go into their house. He's like, you gotta calm down. There's sounds outside. And they're like, who knows what crazy shit's gonna be attacking their farmhouse? That's what I'm pumped for that. It could be anything. Aliens.
I want you to do all Nic Cage previews from now on. Where it's like, Nic Cage is in a farm. Who knows what crazy shit's gonna be attacking that farm?
I mean, really. It just says ferocious creatures. It could be aliens.
It could be anything, yeah.
It could be like just random like jaguars and shit. It could be like alien buffaloes. It could be, who knows, robots. We'll have to find out.
These robots keep attacking our farm.
You gotta stay low.
I love the idea of a movie where it's like a farm life story and it's Nic Cage's family, and for some reason robots, but like it's not cool robots. It's like the shitty robots that are like a cardboard box spray painted silver.
They're like, Dad, it's just cardboard cut out. There's no, you think that's what it is. These are dangerous. Now drink your piss.
These are dangerous robots. Stay inside, kids.
Drink
It's
the
just like
piss.
gunning down these cardboard box robots. Oh my God, that sounds amazing.
Like that one, what was that one post-apocalyptic movie we watched? I don't remember. They all kind of blend together at some point.
Yes,
But
yes.
all I remember from that movie is the mom just being like, here's your piss drink. And
Yeah,
then,
where they're like, it's lemonade. And he's like, this is pea water.
yeah, that's all I remember from that movie.
And
Like, I'm not
the
gonna lie.
entire time from that point on, we were like, wait, so was it lemonade? Or
Yeah.
is it because it's the post-apocalypse, they just pissed in water and said it was lemonade? Like, with no answers, none.
Yeah, and then like the world blows up and kids go to like heaven or some shit. I don't remember, but
No,
I
that
was
was
like,
the other
dude,
one. That was the other movie.
The other, was it the other movie? I thought that was
Yes,
the same
one
movie.
movie you're talking about is the movie where at the end everyone just gets shot.
Oh wait,
The other movie's the one where the
Was
world
that-
explodes.
no, that was the one where he gets shot and then they like take the. I don't fucking. It all doesn't matter.
Yeah,
And then there's
it
the
all
one where
blends
he's the
together, like
cop.
you said.
The one where it's the cop, and then his buddy's like, "I'm gonna die," and they're like, "You're not gonna die," and then that kid has to like witness all this shit.
Yeah, and then he goes to Canada. The kid goes to Canada. Yeah. That's
But
that movie.
that's not that movie. That movie's the one where the guy actually lives, and then the kid is fine because he's like part of the family or whatever.
What?
Yeah,
You
don't remember that?
You know what? I'm
It's
gonna
the
let
one
you
where
know.
Nic Cage
I
is
don't
a
remember
cop.
any of this. I don't
Nic
know what
Cage
you're
is a
talking
cop,
about.
and there's the buddy cop, and then this kid that like got bullied and like punched someone is apparently the criminal, even though he was just fighting back, and then he has to go
that's
with
the
them.
one. That's the one where the criminals take over the bank.
Yeah, that's the bank one. That's what I'm saying.
No. I thought you were talking about the one where the woman in the post-apocalypse gives the lemonade to him.
That's
because
what I was talking about that
the
at first,
boy
yes.
is also his son, but is also not his son. Who is the look, man? Trying to explain this in any way makes no sense, and you're just we're down a path that we can't come back from.
That's true. My main point is that he's got some crazy ass movies, and I can't wait
Yeah,
for more of them.
Point taken. Yeah,
In fact, we need to do another Nic Cage movie night soon.
agreed.
And I was looking through all the movies, and the only one I haven't seen is Gone in 60 Seconds.
You've never seen Gone in 60 Seconds?
No.
We need to watch. We need to watch it. We need to
Yeah,
find it and watch that movie somehow.
I've heard that's a good one. It's on Amazon, so we
Is
can
it?
watch it. Yeah.
Oh my God, we got to watch it.
I
You
didn't
got to watch
realize
it
God.
literally for the like. Let's ride. That scene is so
Oh,
silly.
that's what it's from? I didn't realize
Yes, and then after he does that, it goes whop 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 whop.
that. All right, I'm in.
It's amazing.
I didn't even realize Angelina Jolie's in this movie.
Oh yeah, she and Nic Cage are love interests. Yes, so it's very real life, you know.
Oh yeah, very real. So yeah, that'll be fun. We can do that soon.
Yes, and also it's 55 minutes into this podcast.
Oh my god. All right. Well, you know what I love about long podcasts is doing ads.
You know, me too. That's what I love. I also love Babbel, because whether you're having a cerveza or you're hanging out with Senor Cage, you see, I'm trying real hard.
Yeah.
You can learn new ways of speaking and new ways of experiencing the world with Babbel. Whether you're a seasoned traveler or embarking on your first adventure, communication is key to fully experiencing a new culture and a new perspective. That's where Babbel comes in. It is the #1 summer abroad travel hack. Babbel is the language learning app that sold more than 10 million subscriptions. Thanks to Babbel's addictively fun and easy bite-sized language lessons, there's still time to learn a new language before you reach your destination. With Babbel, you only need about 10 minutes to complete a lesson, so you can start having real conversations in as little as 3 weeks. Babbel's expertly crafted lessons are built around real life. That's the whole point. Actual conversations, practical conversations about travel, relationships, business, and more. Other language apps that are using AI. Babbel has 150 language experts voiced by real native speakers, not computers. They have 14 different languages to choose from, speech recognition technology to help you improve your pronunciation and accent, and they have podcasts, games, videos, stories, even live classes. Plus, it all comes with a 20-day money-back guarantee. Start your language learning right now by joining Babbel. All you gotta do is go to babbel.com/Cox. That's BABBEL.com/Cox to get up to 55% off your subscription when, once again, you go to babbel.com/Cox. Babbel, it's language learning for life. Also, HelloFresh. HelloFresh is the farm fresh, pre-portioned, ingredient and seasonal recipe delivery service, bringing that goodness right to your doorstep. Skip trips to the grocery store and count on HelloFresh to make cooking fun and easy, and most importantly, affordable. That's why it's America's #1 meal kit. This summer, HelloFresh is here to take the work out of eating well, right? I know a lot of you is trying to get into that swimsuit shape. You're trying to look good. Reach all your goals with delicious, calorie-smart, and protein-smart lunch and dinner options. Plus, vegan recipes are there too. If you want to add more to it, you can get market snacks or meals or additions to add to your weekly order. They've got fun bundles for kids as well. You can get all sorts of easy crowd-pleasing eats like bratwurst with caramelized onions, Dijonnaise slaw, and pineapple relish, or a snack board with pretzel bites, spiced bar nuts, and hot honey peach jam. Also, they've got 40 recipes to choose from weekly that are going to give you all sorts of options that even the pickiest of eaters will enjoy. And once again, the best part about it is you get to choose how you make it. Yes, they give you the recipe. Yes, they give you the pre-portioned ingredients. But at the end of the day, you're the one sitting there putting it together. You're cooking it. You're learning the process of cooking. And it's done quick and efficiently and without a ton of mess and a bunch of leftover stuff that you're going to stick in the fridge and forget about. This is so much easier and so much nicer. And it's just going to unlock a part of you that you're going to be like, man, I should be cooking more often, because you're going to feel it. You're going to feel the vibe of just chilling and making a meal with your family, your loved ones, whatever. If you want to have that relaxation, if you want to have that chill vibe, and you also want to have a good meal that's good for you, all you got to do is go to HelloFresh.com/Cox16 and use code Cox16, that's Cox16, for 16 free meals plus free shipping. All you got to do again, HelloFresh.com/Cox16 and use code COX16 for 16 free meals plus free shipping. That's because it's America's #1 meal kit. All right, Crendor, let's go traffic. So let's go the Crendor, traffic out there.
Oh boy, traffic is insane. It is getting to be summertime. There's traffic all over. I can't even move right now. We're stuck in the chopper copter traffic. I'm backed up. We're trying to get this chopper copter chapter, I don't know where I am. We're trying to get this thing moving, but it's not moving. And it's getting pretty hot up here. It's getting kind of sweaty, kind of sticky, and I don't like it. Back to you.
Thanks, Crendor. Now let's go over to Crendor at the weather desk. How's that weather?
Weather time. We got a weather request for the German town of Füssen.
Füssen. How do you spell Füssen?
F-U-S-S-E-N. Since they will be there the week after the next episode for some nice outdoor barbecue and love some sunshine. I don't know if there is any nice restaurants around, but the thing this town is most famous for would be the Castle Neuschwanstein, which was the real-life castle that inspired Beauty and the Beast.
I see it. It's the first thing that pops up. It's beautiful. It is when you think of castle, but not, the stone and, not like a very British castle, but when you think like a European castle where some lord lived and it's very fairy tale like, this is it. It looks like a fairy tale.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I see that too. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Well, the weather there is currently 73 degrees Fahrenheit. Plentiful sunshine. I think that's the first time I've ever seen that on weather.com. High of 73. And currently it is, but that's later today. Currently it's 54. It's going to warm up to that. 79% humidity, 29.98 inches of pressure, visibility 10 miles, winds at 3 miles an hour, dew point 48, UV index 1 of 10, and a moon phase of waning crescent. 5:19 a.m. sunrise, 9:15 p.m. sunset. That's a lot of daylight. Checking out the old 10-day. You got your 72 on Tuesday, your Wednesday 70, mostly sunny, Thursday PM showers 68, Friday 66 showers, Saturday 68 scattered thunderstorms, Sunday 74 mostly sunny, Monday 79 partly cloudy, and Tuesday 80 with some PM thunderstorms.
You know what? When we're looking at towns and we end up looking at food or whatever, we usually see places and we try to look for the 5-star things, right?
Right.
But not often do we see a place where it has, I think it's like 4.9 or something like that, but also thousands of reviews, like over 3,000 reviews. I don't know how long this place has been around, but it looks like it's from the 12th century. I don't even know. Beam Olivenbauer?
I don't even see it. Oh, wait. No,
I just linked it to you.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
It looks like it is from, the
God.
decor looks like it is from the 12th century.
It really does. Wow. Yeah. Look at that.
The food is all over the place. They got pizza, they got brats, they got currywurst, they got desserts that I've never seen before in my life. They got fish and like pancakes. They got all sorts of crap here.
Oh my God.
But then the beers, I'm looking at these beers and I'm just like, ooh, what is that? Okay. This one beer is red. I love a good red beer.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what that means for the beer, but I like it. The bathroom, I don't know. Look at this photo. How would you describe this to people? I love that someone took a photo of the bathroom.
This looks like a Keebler elf bathroom. It's like
There's straight up moss on the wall.
Yeah, there's moss on the wall. There's like planks. The sink is made out of like clay. It's like a trough sink.
I was looking around because I saw a bunch of places and I was like, wow, that's a lot of stars. That's amazing. But this one has 3,000 reviews. That's not often you see 3,000.
That's a lot of reviews.
Yeah, most people don't leave reviews at places. So 3,000? That must have left an impression.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hold on, we got the Bilbo kiosk.
Sorry, the Bilbo kiosk? Like Lord of
the Bilbo kiosk am Lekfall.
You can get bio ice there.
Damn, bio ice.
Which looks like ice cream, but probably maybe it's organic. That's what that means? Organic ice cream?
I have no idea. Bilbo, Speisen, and the Getranke.
And here's the thing: it's not Bilbo as in Baggins. It's literally Bill space Bo B-O. The Bilbo kiosk.
It's like they got lamb beer. Here, look at that. That is
Lamb beer.
New Marketer Lambsbrow.
I'm going to assume it's not lamb in there.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I was going to say this place looked really good because of they have like a lot of cool looking ice creams and various like gelato things. And then there's just one photo of what I assume is some sort of like currywurst thing, but it's just straight up 2 hot dogs. Like not even like gourmet looking. They look like hot dogs out the package.
They really do.
I was like, oh, all right. Okay.
It's also crazy because like this is just a place by a giant river mountain area.
I imagine it's very touristy. This is probably like when I was in Hawaii with my parents, and we were driving up in the middle of the mountains. There was a place everyone said to stop, and it was an ice cream place. That place was in the middle of nowhere. It was packed with people who were driving through, but it was a cart in the middle of the jungle. And I was like, I guess they're smart. If you're up in the mountains and you have nowhere to go, that's a good restroom stop and then a good place to sell people stuff, because what are they going to do? Wait till they get to down the other side of the mountain? No.
Yeah. No.
Bio ice. I still can't figure out what the bio, because everything is listed with bio. What does that mean? Our dear German listeners, what does that mean?
Yeah, what does that mean? I don't understand. I mean, bio here is like life, right? Like biology.
That's what I was thinking. Maybe it's organic.
Yeah, I don't know.
I got questions. Also, this is very South Germany. This is straight up Liechtenstein, Germany. We're like, I'll be real. To the people of Liechtenstein, I'll be real with you. I was under the impression that was not a real place. Because there's like Austria, and then there's Switzerland, and then Liechtenstein. Actually, it's closer to Austria than Liechtenstein, I guess. But
also, I found this place called Schiffwirtschaft Brewery Bar, and I clicked on that, and I think it was like a soda, and it's got a mermaid on it.
You know what Germany's known for? It's many river mermaids.
I don't even.
But also, this place looks like something from the 12th century as well. I guess when your country, and I guess when you've been around a long time, you're allowed to look like that. If that was America, people would be like, look at this rundown place.
Yeah, they would. This is from like the 1800s.
What is this? You guys didn't upgrade? You didn't renovate? Come on. Like, even the outside looks like it doesn't belong in this world.
Oh my God. So I looked it up. Schwarze Eva. Their website is a bunch of like topless mermaids.
Hell yes. All right, never mind. I'm in.
Schwarze Eva is a lemonade from Lech Gold with organic quality.
Okay. Now, does it say bio quality?
No bio quality.
So bio doesn't mean organic, huh?
I don't know. This is like an English translation, maybe. So maybe that's why. Because then, if I go here, it says Das Bio Erfenschwirgen Jürgenwürgen. Like straight up. Look at this. Look at that top line.
I'm looking.
Erfrischungsgetränk. Das Bio Erfenschwirgen.
I appreciate you're trying to pronounce it because I'm not going to.
Yeah. But it's got a happy sun.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's good branding.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the weather.
All right. What's going on in sports?
Over in sports, we got the NBA Finals. The Nuggets up 3-1 on the Heat in the finals, looking like they're going to be taking that one. And in hockey, we also have the Vegas Golden Knights up 3-1 on the Florida Panthers. Looks like they're going to be taking that one. So unless there's some big collapses, looks like we know who's going to be winning. Over in the MLB, we got the Tampa Bay Rays in first, the Minnesota Twins in first, the Texas Rangers in first, the Atlanta Braves in first, the Pittsburgh Pirates still in first, surprisingly, and the Arizona Diamondbacks in first. Another surprise over there. So that is your Major League Baseball standings, and that is sports.
All right. What is our fact of the day?
Fact of the day. British military tanks are equipped to make tea.
I've heard this before somewhere. I'm not sure why I know this, but it's a fact I know, which is surprising to me. But yes, that is both a real thing, but also the most British shit I've ever heard.
It really is. There's a boiling vessel inside so crews can make tea and coffee anytime, including during battle. How frightfully English. There's a reason why you work better in coffee shops. Wait, what? Oh, and then it just links to another article. That's me. So yeah, you can, no matter if you're fighting or just chilling and you're in a British military tank, you have the ability to make tea or coffee.
I very much enjoy that. And I don't know why the idea of a bunch of like British dudes firing from the tank, like, "Ooh, duh, good show, Charles. Reload the artillery."
Reload the tea kettle, if you will.
Yes.
Oh.
I don't know why in our scenario it's like 70-year-old men in this tank.
Hey, I'll say, when we were on that British train like 6 years ago, there was a man, literally like Nigel Thornberry on there, and he's like, "Oh,
True.
greetings, ladies." Oh. I was like, dude, this is like I'm watching a TV show.
He's not even joking when he says Nigel Thornberry. It was almost identical, like comically so. Like this dude shouldn't exist.
He literally was like, "Oh, a couple of bottles of bubbly for everyone." I was like, oh my God, he's saying words that are British. This is crazy.
It's true.
That's your fact of the day.
All right, what is our big news story of the day?
Big news story of the day. What the heck is that? Wildlife officials stumped by mystery sea creature.
Okay.
An odd-looking sea creature swimming near a bridge in South Carolina has even wildlife officials looking for answers. But
I think I've seen this thing.
But a TV meteorologist says he's already solved it. The viral footage shows something in the waters near Pawleys Island with what looks like wings and even something resembling a beak, but it's not a bird. The Marine Resource Institute have no idea what it is, as the Institute shared the footage sent in by a viewer. "The people in my office are mostly stumped, but we're not experts," an official with the South Carolina Department of Natural Resources said. Brad Panovich, the station's chief meteorologist, said on air that he solved it. "At first, I thought it was a cuttlefish," he said, "but he believes it's a critter called a sea hare or sea slug. They can be pretty large, and they do swim in water like that. The only odd thing, they're not typically found in waters off South Carolina. It's more of a Florida and a West Coast thing," Panovich said, but he noted that there have been sightings as far as North Carolina, Wilmington. "As waters get warmer, sea slugs seem to be moving farther north." So, yeah.
Okay, I would recommend anyone out there to go look at it. It's bizarre. Just go find it. Go find it on the internet. Go get weirded out.
Yeah, it's Mystery Creature, South Carolina. You'll find it.
Yep. Well, speaking of mystery creatures, that's I don't know how that's a segue to the ending. Speaking of mystery creatures, it's a mystery how us creatures are still doing this after all these years, and that our show, hold on, let me verify this, because I was told our show sold out.
Yeah.
However, after I was told that information, I got a ticket listing that said there were some tickets left. And I don't know if that's tickets for like you and me to like whatever, but if we can sell them, we'll sell them. Hell.
Yeah.
So we'll figure that out. But for those of you who've been pestering me, yeah, we'll see what's going on with that. But technically, it's a sold out show. So just a heads up to everyone who's going to be in Chicago in August. Can't wait to see y'all. Well, that's it for us. Crendor, hit them with the socials.
Socials, we got youtube.com/Cox and Crendor podcast. That's where all these are uploaded. Hit the bell, hit subscribe, hit the ding ding like button, yeehaw. Also, go to youtube.com/Cox and Crendor. All the animations over there. We're also on Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud, everywhere except some places. Also, you can find us our main stuff, youtube.com/Jesse Cox, youtube.com/Crendor, Twitch Jesse Cox, Twitch Crendor, Facebook Jesse Cox, Facebook Crendor, Twitter Jesse Cox, Twitter Crendor, TikTok Jesse Cox, TikTok Crendor, Instagram Notorious Cox, Instagram Crendor was taken. YouTube Warrior Crendor, YouTube Cren Clips, YouTube Cox Clips, and probably some other stuff I'm forgetting, but that's it.
Okay, that is it for us. We'll see you next time, and as always,
Shake the rhino.
to be continued.